Remember, it's your responsibility to expect this to be a great day. You know, if you're on the East Coast or if you've seen the news, we've got blasted by the blizzard. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, you're saying, self, what does snow have to do with neuroscience? And what does that have to do with performance? So although there may be many things that they have in common, just one thing jumps out to me. So I'm going to share it. You know, I read this great passage in a book about, it was about neuroscience actually and how we learn. And they were talking, a great metaphor they said you could use was that of a snowy hill. And they said that the first time you take the activity of sliding down a hill, it's kind of a little bit under control, a little bit unpredictable, a little bumpy, a little tough, right? But they said if you keep, and you end up at the bottom of the hill, right? But they said if you keep going to the top of the hill over and over and over and over again, eventually what happens is the sled falls into the grooves that you've made before, and it naturally follows that groove down. And over time, almost every time you go to the top of the hill, you will be going down the exact same path. And over time, it will even be difficult if you start in that same spot to go any other way than down the path that you've created by going that path before. And that's a great metaphor of how we learn cognitively, but that's also a great metaphor of how we build habits. That's also a great metaphor of how we build skill. The first times we do things, whether we do them consciously or on purpose or not, they're a little free-flowing, a little loose, a little not so refined. But if we do these things over and over and over, pretty soon that becomes the easiest way we do things. And over time, it becomes hard to change from doing it that way. So keep this in mind. The next time you want to change your habits, the next time you want to learn something new, remember that in the very early stages of making that change, it's going to be a little difficult, right? Because you're going down the undriven part of the snowy mountain. But if you keep doing it over and over, it gets easier. And pretty soon you groove your way down. And pretty soon that becomes the new easiest way that you do things. So I thought that was a great thing to share. I know that's what you were thinking about as you watched the news or shoveled the snow or looked out your window at the mounds of snow that sit there. I know that's what you were thinking. So use this in your endeavor, in your effort to increase your levels of performance, and think about the challenge of learning something new, creating something new, and finding a new path and reason to expect to have a great day.